Hi, story lovers! Welcome to Tales by Meme, where every story teaches a lesson. In the peaceful village of Ojumo, where the river Oshun sings through the trees, there lived a young woman named Abeni. She was known not for her beauty, though her eyes shine like wet earth after rain, but for her kindness. If an elder stumbled, Abeni would be there before the dust rose. If a hungry child cried, she would split her last morsel of yam without hesitation. The villagers often said, "Eni rere ni Abeni o." Abeni's heart is woven from light, but her kindness was not always met with gratitude. Some mocked her gentleness, others took advantage, pretending to need help while she carried their burden. Even her closest friends, Yetunde, would sometimes sigh, "Abeni, this world is not made for people like you. One day your kindness will betray you." Abeni only smiled softly. "If I stop being kind because others are cruel, then I have let cruelty win." One hot afternoon, when the harmattan wind blew dust through the market square, Abeni saw an old man sitting beneath the iroko tree, trembling. His clothes were torn and his feet was bare. The villagers avoided him. Some whispered, "He's a wanderer, maybe a madman, or worse, a spirit in disguise." But Abeni's heart would not let her pass. She approached softly, kneeling beside him. "Baba, are you hungry?" The old man looked up, his eyes cloudy, yet filled with quiet knowing. "My child," he said, "the world moves too fast for kindness. Why stop for me?" Abeni smiled gently. "Because the heart does not run, it walks. One act of kindness at a time." She gave her food and offered water from her gallon. Then she helped him to the shade. The old man whispered, "May your paths be guided by truth, my daughter." Abeni bowed and went her way, not knowing the heaven has just taken note. A week later, Ojumo village buzzed with excitement. The festival of blessings had come. Drums thundered, women danced with cowries in their hair, and the king, Oba Olamilekan, sat upon his carved stool watching. But then came an unexpected visitor. A tall stranger, dressed in white, walking into the square, leaning on a staff. His face was hidden, his voice deep like distant thunder. "I have come to test the heart of this land," he declared. "Bring forth your offerings of kindness. The purest heart among you shall be rewarded by the gods." One by one, people came forward, offering golds, fine clothes, baskets of yam. Each bowed low, hoping to please the stranger. But when Abeni stepped forward, her hands were empty. "My lord," she said softly, "I have no wealth to offer, only the heart that gives without seeking reward." The crowd laughed. "Is kindness without proof still kindness?" someone mocked. The stranger raised his staff. "Silence!" Then his voice changed, echoing like 10 drums. "Abeni of Ojumo, I was the old man beneath the Iroko tree. You saw me when others turned away." The crowd gasped. The man's clothes fell away. revealing radiant light. He was not human. He was Orunmila, the spirit of wisdom and truth, companion of Olodumare himself. The people fell to their knees in surprise. Orunmila spoke. Kindness without weakness is the greatest offering. You gave not from plenty, but from love. He lifted his staff, touching Abeni's chest lightly. A golden glow spread across her body. From this day, said Orunmila, your touch shall bring healing, and your word shall bring peace. Wherever you go, the earth will remember your kindness. Benny fell to the ground, weeping with gratitude. The villagers looked at her differently now, ashamed of their laughter, humbled by her light. Years passed, Abeni became a legend. Whenever she walked, flowers grew even on dry soil. Sick children recovered after hearing her voice. Broken families reconciled when she spoke to them gently under the moonlight. When asked the secret of her joy, she always said, kindness is the sacrifice of the heart. On her last day, when she grew old and weary, she sat beneath the same iroko tree where it all began. The wind whispered through the leaves, and she heard Orumila's voice again. You have written your kindness upon the hearts of men. Even when your body fades, your story will live forever. She smiled and closed her eyes. The breeze carried her spirits to the heavens, where the river Oshun shimmered brightly than ever before. Moral of the story. True kindness asks for nothing, yet changes everything. It is the purest form of wisdom, the kind that lives long after we are gone. Every tale leaves a lesson behind. What does today's story teach you? Share your thoughts in the comments and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join us next time for another journey through Tales by Meme. Thank you.